How's it going, ScrubGamers? Welcome back to another episode of Previously in DBS here at ScrubGames, and today we're going over more Set 17 spoilers and a bit of information about the upcoming regionals. So, with the spoilers, Ballard didn't release like they have done previously about when they're going to drop the spoilers and about like what colour is going to be when. Just that we're getting a few spoilers every day showing like I think the first one they showed, they said that they're going to do all of the red in the week, and then each week they didn't say which colours, but we get one archetype of each colour a week. So this week we got black, and last week we got both the red GT deck and the red Rildo. And I think going on for the other colours we'll get one half of them. So like if we have green, for example, we get one side of the colour and probably one side of the other colour in another week. And not only do we get the red spoilers, but on the weekend they also give us the look at the 6 multicolour super combos that we're getting in this set. So we've got a new set of multicolour super combos that we haven't really had since set 9 when we were first introduced, and then we've got another 6, one for each colour, to have different options for multicolour super combos now, which is quite nice. So for this week, as I said, we go for black, and what is for you to decide what you feel about these, because everybody's on the fence about this. Like some people say it's terrible, like not as bad as the Burr from last set, but still bad, and some people think it's got potential. I potentially think it's got potential, and we're gonna have a look through. So for the first one, we have the Toa lead for both front and back, and along with the the SR unison we got for the archetype. So with the Toa, it's on its front side it's Toa, and when it's awakened it's Demon God Toa Dark Leader. And the front side it's got just an all Toa. When it attacks, play up to 1 Demon Roll Soldier token, and Demon Roll Soldier tokens always have 5k power, 0 combo cost, and 5k combo power. So that's good in that they're either 5k power or at least a combo with 5k, which is nice. So not much, so it doesn't draw, but then obviously not every leader needs a draw. We've had leaders before that don't draw on one or either side, and they're still very strong because they could do other things. So don't count this Toa out. And with its Awaken, it's either win your lives at 3 or less, or if you have a black unison card with a specified cost of 3 in play, which is the one you can see on screen, which I think is the only one we've ever got, which is specified cost of 3, so not many unison options. And then when you do, you can switch up to 2 of your energy to active mode, then play 1 Demon Roll token after it's over. So it's almost like the 2, and it's like the most like free one, but most turn like 3 life awakenings are, where you get 3 things instead of 2. But instead of draw, you don't get any draw, you get 2 untaps though, and then just an extra token, which is not too bad. And when it awakens, now it draws, because when it attacks you draw a card, then play up to a token, a Demon Roll Soldier token. So now it's upgraded. Now instead of just get a token, you'll also get a draw, which is quite too bad, but you won't be awakening until turn 3. And it's got two activate skills, 1 activate main and 1 activate battle, which are both once per turn. So for the activate main, it's discard 1 card from your hand, play up to 2 Demon Roll Soldier tokens in rest mode. So that's not too bad. You get 2 tokens, but they're in rest mode, so you can use them as combo power, but they're allowed to use your skills, and you do have to discard for 1 for it. But then sometimes discarding 1 is also beneficial, because you can get things in the drop like you want, or like an extra card to meet up to an overwhelm skill and stuff like that. Then the activate battle is once per turn. Spirit boost 1 for 1 black energy on a black specified free cost unison. So that's all the cost. So it's a big hefty all specific requirements. And then the effect is you choose up to 1 of your unison cards that gains 10k power and double strength for the battle. So you can make your Super Mirror here a 30k double striking unison for the battle, which is not too bad. Yeah, it's alright. And then so it only works with this mirror as well. So it's quite a key thing to the archetype. And that is it with the leader, so it's not too bad. Doesn't draw on the front side, but then, as I said before, not all leaders that are great draw on both sides. We've had leaders like back the original Toa leader That one didn't draw on either side, yet was still one of the strongest meta decks in that format. And then everyone's like with Android 16, once it flips over it doesn't draw, but it's still very strong because what it can do, and the whole strategy of the deck. So we shouldn't count this out. And also there's also it's also a total leader, which gets benefit from a lot of stuff we previously had, and also from one of the anniversary box figures, a Demigra that can work well with this lead as well. So for the Unison, it's got an auto where at the start of your opponent's turn you choose up to one of your skills battle cards against blocker for a turn. And remember that these tokens are counted as skillless battle cards because they have no skills. So you can use these tokens can gain blocker from that. Now for its marker skills, it has 2, and they're both +1s. They both have to be main as well, so either the first one is play up to 2 Demon Roll Soldier tokens, so essentially +1 and give yourself 10k combo power, which is not too bad. It's actually pretty good. And the other activate main is remove one of your skills battle cards from the game. Remember, you can use tokens for this. You draw a card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, send it to his owner's warp. So that's not too bad. Be able to use a token which you can gain from your leader easily. Draw a card while plussing 1, and then warp one of your opponent's battle cards, which is actually pretty decent. So not too bad on the marker skills there. You got an option of 2, either get tokens to fulfill some stuff that your the archetype does, or draw and removal. Not too bad. So that is the leader and the Unison. Now we get into the battle cards and the extra cards from the archetype in this set. So first of all is the total cards we got in the set. So we got a 1-drop, a 3-drop, and a 5-drop. With the 5-drop being the kind of big boss kind of the archetype in the set, and one of the SRs going along with the Unison. So the first one, Demon God Toa, preparing to fight. It's a 1-drop 4k. With auto, when this card is played, you may draw 1 card. If you don't play up a Demon token soldier, so it's either cantrip or get an extra token. And then activate main once per turn for 1 black energy. If your leader card is a black Demon Realm race and you choose one of your tokens and root from the game, play up to 1 skillless black battle card with energy cost of 2 or less from your deck, then shuffle your deck. So makes use of some of the skillless, play some skillless stuff. And we do remember that back in set, what was it, 12? We got, I think it was 12 when we got the Shroom and Salsa, which had skillless ones, which are 2-drop 15ks, that you can then bounce back to play a higher drop one to have those good card effects. So that kind of works with this as well, which is nice. And then we got Demon God Toa Imperial Warrior, which is the 3-drop 15k, with EX evolve top of a Toa with energy cost of 2 or less. And its auto is when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, which energy costs 4 or less, send it to his warp. So removal, so not the greatest. Some removal, but it's not that great a card. There's a little bit of things to do the same for it. Like the leader could do better than that while also drawing. Not the leader side of Unison. And it costs 1 energy the EX evolve or free to play, which isn't the best. And then with the SR, Demon God Toa Furious Onslaught. So this has Deflect and Double Strike and is 20k and also a 5-drop. So an auto which is limit 1, which meaning you can only activate the skill on all copies of the card once a turn. So you can use it on this one, but you can't play and never use it again. And its skill is choose 2 of your skillless battle cards and remove them from the game. Remember, you can count tokens in this. When this card attacks, you draw a card and switch this card to active mode, and it gains 5k power for the turn. So it's almost like a dual attacking 25k that also draws you a card. And remember, you can always switch your lead, discard a card to get 2 tokens on the board, ready for that. And then activate main, which allows you to play it cheaper than its 5 cost, is for 2 black if you have 3 or more energy and 2 or more skillless battle cards in play, which once again can easily be met because your leader untaps 2 when it awakens on turn 3 after you play a Unison, and also can play 2 tokens by its awakened side. You play this card from your hand. So very is pull us off and not too bad. So the 1-drop is pretty interesting, and the 5-drop's pretty cool, but the 3-drop isn't that great in my honest opinion. Then we go to the other black cards, and no black set is complete without having Putin and a Gravy, because they come together. So Putin got 2 more cards, so like it's surprising though we haven't got a Putin deck yet with all these Putin cards we've been getting. So the first one is Demon God Putin Preparing to Fight, which is a barrier, Dark Overrun 3 for 2 energy, with a permanent where if your leader card is black and you have a Demon Realm Soldier token in play in rest mode, your opponent's battle cards can't attack your leader card. So kind of like a what's it called? The Deadly Defenders, like similar to those that we used to have back with set 5. It also has an auto. When this card is played from your hand, play up to 2 Demon Realm Soldier tokens. So you basically, by playing this, you get, playing this from your hand, you get 10k combo worth of power, which is quite nice. And then Demon Realm, Demon God Putin, Imperial Warrior. This one is a blocker. Would activate one black energy. If you have one or more skilled spell cards in play, play it from your hand. And then activate main where once per turn if your leader card is a black Demon Realm race card and you choose one of your tokens to remove from the game. Play up to one skilled spell card with entry cost of 2 from your or less from your deck or drop here and shuffle your deck if you look through it. So this allows you to play out some skillless, which seems to be the thing, with either removing tokens that get skilled spell cards. And once again, also helps go with the skillless stuff from the Shroom Salsa deck from many sets ago. And also, remember, just all Putin and Gravy cards are also playable off the Demigra Anniversary Box card, which is like one of those where for 2 energy, discarding it from your hand, taking up to 1 or 2 life, you can play a Putin and a Gravy from your deck. When it doesn't specify a cost or anything like that, so that's pretty good. And then Gravy is a super combo for the deck, where if your leader card is black, you last 4 or less. When it's using the combo, draw a card. So not too bad. And then we have some other ones, so we got some more thin cards, but and a mirror to go in the super mirror, so we get more super mirror after getting the card as a secret rare, and I think not the last of the set before, might be. Yeah, I think it's set before last. So we got for Finn, Preparing to Flight, which is one of those 1-drop Soft Awakenings, because it's also add 1 card from your life to your hand as the cost. When this card attacks, play it to 1 Demon Realm Soldier token, and this card gets 10k power for the turn. So essentially this gets you a token instead of gaining a skill, and puts it up to 15, so this can be swing, and by comboing the token you can make it 20k, which is not too bad. And then we got Super Mirror Preparing to Fight, with a Union Absorb skill, where once per turn by paying 1 black, if your leader card is a black or a black android card, you can place 1 Thing card from your hand or drop area in this card, play it to 1 Mirror card with energy cost of 4 from your deck or drop area on top of it, then shuffle your deck if you look through it. Now really the only targets I think are this new Super Mirror, Imperial Warrior, and also one from like ages ago, but it only gets, like, I think you can get crit, but it only gets effect if you overwhelm it, so there's not many good targets for this. But it is still also a cantrip, when it's played, draw 1, and it's a mirror if that's relevant for any ever of the old stuff, because I can't remember much about the black Demon Realm stuff. And then we have Super Mirror Imperial Warrior, 4 cost 19k with EX Evolve for 1 black and 1 of any colour, on top of mirror with energy cost of 3 or less. And also when it's played, you choose it to 1 of your opponent's power cards instead of its warp, so it's got that warp effect. And activate battle once per turn by paying 1 black if you have 3 or more energy and you place 1 card from under this card in its owner's drop area. Play up to 1 skillless black battle card with energy cost of 2 or less from your drop area, and this card gets 6k power for the battle. So it's not overall that impressive compared to some of the previous cards, but it's just, I think it's just flavour for the story. I think it's not amazing. This Finn's pretty decent for a Soft Awakener, but the mirror again at Unizorb isn't that great. And then we have some 2 card combo things that we have for the thing, which is a bit more flavour and quite nice. So you've got Mecha Kabura Dark Ruler, a 1-drop 4 cost with Overlord. So if you don't remember what Overlord is, it's one of the skills we got back in, I can't remember which set it was, we had Garlic now, I think it's set 11, where Overlord allows you to choose a card in your battle area with Servant, put it at the bottom of the deck to draw a card, and Servant is the one that the card can't switch to active mode during your charge phase, but gains 10k power. So Mecha Burst starts off being a cantrip, where when it's played, draw a card. Then also of limit 1, when you activate Overlord, you play up to 1 Demon Realm Soldier token, which is not too bad. So when you play at the draw, then if you use Overload the draw again, you then get a token, just get a 5k combo, which is not too bad. And one of the few cards you can probably do this well with in black is Supreme Card Time here, Fallen Deity, which has Servant and activate main worth limit 1. If your leader card is a black Demon Realm race card and you have no battle cards in play, play this card from your hand in rest mode. So what you need to do is play this first if you have an empty field, and then play Mecha Burr to draw 1, then put it back to the bottom to draw another one. so it's not amazing. But also the Mecha Rare can be used on the Kai Seeker Rare as well, because there's the Kai Seeker Rare from the last set, which can play itself for 1, and then swing and be a 50k double strike because it's got Servant, and then use Mecha Rare to put to the bottom to stop from being removed from the game and just have it out of the way while also drawing a card. But there are ways to make better use of that old Seeker Rare, but it's not too bad. It's like a little bit niche. It's just extra draw, just more filler like most sets have. And then we have some of the cards that we were supposed to get in the last set but didn't get because they were on the description on the Bandai's website but weren't in the deck, but then that's because they were moved to this set. So we got, first of all, we got Shroom, because it's the the swap stuff like we had for Deborah last set, but now in this set for Deborah. So it's Demon God Shrooms swap 1, so we got Demon God Shroom Prepare to Fight, and then Demon God Shroom Imperial Warrior. So swap 2 is just Spirit Boost 1, if your leader card is black, swap into a Black Shroom energy costed 2. So it doesn't swap into this free drop, it swaps into a Black Shroom energy costed 2, which I think is just a skillless card, so you're swapping this into skillless, which is not great. And then we got the auto, it does have a nice auto though, because people are complaining a lot about Gogeta Zeno being too strong, which isn't that, well, it is strong, but it isn't bustly strong. And this is a way to kind of stop it from attacking if you do it turn 1, because it's auto once per turn. If you have 3 or less energy, when your opponent plays a battle card with energy cost greater than their current energy, it can't attack for the turn, which is not too bad. And then we got Demon God Shroom Imperial Warrior. It's critical with an auto, which requires Spirit Boost 1. You choose one of your skillless battle cards removed from the game. When this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 4 or less, and you barrier and send it to his own warp. So that's not too bad, because remember you can move by a skillless battle card, you move a token, and the total leader can get 2 tokens from this Awakened side, and it's a nice removal through barrier, and also a 15k critical, which isn't too bad. And then activate main for 1 black. If your leader card is black and there are 1 or more token cards in your battle area, play this card from your hand. So you need to have a token on board to play it by cheap for 1 energy, and then you need that token for the Spirit Boost 1, so this is pretty decent, I feel. It's just for 1 energy play this, and have 15k crit, and it being barrier removal is very, very, very useful. Then we have the Shroom, not the Shroom, the Salsa stuff as well. So the Salsa is exactly the same as the Shroom we just saw, apart from anytime it says Shroom you put Salsa instead. So it's got the same auto and everything. But then we got Demon God Salsa Imperial Warrior. So this one's got a little bit, it's got the same activate main as the Shroom, but it's got a little bit different of an effect in its auto. Its auto is limit 1. When this card attacks, look up to 5 cards from top of your deck, add up to 1 black Android card, black Demon Realm God card, or black Unison card with specified cost of 3, among to your hand and shuffle your deck. And the good thing in this is you can use this as your turn 1 searcher to make sure you get that Unison for your turn 3 Awakening, because, like I said, you can get a token from your leader attacking, and then once you got a token on the board, you can activate the main to play this from your hand for 1 energy. So it's not too bad. I reckon feel this and the Shroom are pretty good cards to use to help actually do some things useful, like good utility and searching. Then we have the last of the black battle cards in the set, being Demon God Deborah Imperial Warrior, which is a free cost 20k Darker Realm free for 2 energy. With also a limit 1. When this card attacks, play up to 1 Evil Wizard, Demon Realm Race card, or Demon God card, all black with an energy cost of 2 or less from your hand. So there's a bit of a different wording, without like how it was worded is pretty weird. But and especially since the last one, it actually said black this, black that, which instead for this one, and even on the same set, they didn't put black in front of Evil Wizard, Demon Realm Race, or Black Demon God card. They just put it on a separate sentence after, or separate bit after, which is a bit odd. So it's Bandai and their translation again, like having 2 similar kind of requirements, but word differently in the same set, which is very, very strange, but then typical Bandai. And then we have Finn. Like we got Finn apparently in his final form, which is the skills of the set. and a 20k skillless as well, so that's not too bad. But then it doesn't go with much apart from the mirror stuff. And then we have the black extra cards. So we got Lightning Sentence, which is apparently Gravy's signature attack. Further Evolution, showing it mirror and it going further within. An Invasion of the Dark Empire, showing the Demon Realm tokens as well. Like hopefully we get some more token packs to get a Demon Realm's token, because that would be useful for this deck and for some of the black stuff, even with the token negate for black as well. So for Lightning Sentence, it has an activate main and an activate battle. So for the activate main, it's limit 1 black energy. Send this card from your warp to your drop area, play up to 1 Demon Realm Soldier token. That's it. So for 1 energy, so for basically by paying what's in your drop area, you can play a Demon Realm token. So you pay an energy for a 5k combo or just a token, which is not massively worth, but depending on the situation, it could be useful. An activate battle where you remove one of your skills battle cards from the game. Remember, you can use a token for this. Choose up to one of your battle cards, it gains 10k power for the battle. Additionally, if you use this skill to remove a token from the game, draw 1 card. So this is technically in the total deck. By removing a token, it's a 10k combo for 1 energy and draws you a card, which isn't the worst, but not there's ever good effects that you can do this for. And then we got Further Evolution, which activate main, look up to 7 cards from the top of your deck, then choose 1, either add up to 2 scoreless battle cards among them to your hand and shuffle your deck, or add to 1 black android card with energy cost of 7 or less among them to your hand and shuffle your deck. So that can get you up to even some of the mirror overwhelm cards, which are pretty good. And it's not really worth, unless you're playing a lot of skillless black battle cards in your deck, like unless you're playing the set 12 Shroom and Salsa skillless in there to grab them to your hand to have them to use. So you can get a +2 on that, or unless you really want to search for your mirror, it's not too bad for 1 energy. And Invasion of the Dark Empire, activate battle where if your leader card is black, play up to 2 Demon Realm Soldier tokens in rest mode, then choose up to 1 of your black cards, and it gains 10k power for the battle. So it's the same, like a 1 cost 10k, but you get 2 Demon Realm Soldier tokens, but they play in rest mode, so you can't combo them, but they're still there to use for your multiple card effects. Not too bad. So that is all the black cards. So not the most impressive, but not too bad. Like the deck does look pretty interesting, involving around tokens. Like there have been some cool gimmicks. Like we've got decks which technically have like a second hand in either their drop, energy, or like as we saw with the GT under the unison. Then we've got everyone's that require like certain things, like King Cold having a big thing about using fill cards, King Piccolo revolving around the life. So there's an interesting mechanic around tokens, and it could be pretty strong because black does have some quite cool cards in the colour. So that's it, and then we got some SPRs as well, revealed on the weekend, and then of the super combos we saw on the weekend as well. So the super combos we saw, we see them again, but with SPR. So just like the ones in set 9, the super combos, the multicolour super combos in this set also have SPRs treatment, and they look quite nice. They look really nice actually. So you got the Vegeta in his form, which is I think from the Saiyan Saga, just going all out crazy. Kefla with not the greatest, like these ones are pretty good. I like the Beerus. Beerus looks pretty cool. The Kefla's alright, I feel. Like it's just a lot of gold, and the Vegeta is actually pretty nice, just his stance like that. And it's also a pretty good card as well. And then for the other ones we have, probably the best looking one is the Android 17 and 18 one. Just showing a scene from when they're in the van on the way to Goku, just doing a drive-by. I think it's probably the nicest looking SPR, and they are really nice SPRs. Like the SPRs are getting better every set, and these are like really nice ones. The Goku, which has a like weird looking finger, which people keep bringing up. I think it goes well with the stance. I think it could have been drawn a little bit better, but still not. I think it's probably the worst super combo set out these slot as well, with how it works. I think that and the Kefla, the other ones are pretty actually not too bad. Even though the Cell here and the Android 18 are just color swaps of the old multicolour SPRs. Like Dendro 1718 is technically a colour swap of the old Beerus red-blue one, and Cell being the colour swap from the Nappa red-green one. And the Cell not looking too bad with his I can't remember if that's special beam cannon or the death beam from Frieza, but they look quite nice. The SPRs are pretty interesting, and they're just, as I said, getting better each set. And that's it for the spoilers for this week, but we did get information as well at the beginning of the week about events and regionals coming up in all regions. So the regional information we got is that Bandai put a post saying they're excited to announce the offline regionals, because as you don't know, if you haven't been pay attention, there have been webcam events all over in all different regions. Like we have one every month for the card market in the EU, and then I think America have the ones, and Canada have webcam regionals as well. And Bella did say they're gonna have offline regionals as well, and they've given us the information about the offline ones. So these will be the ones that's in person, and for North America they have the San Diego Convention Center one on the 1st of May. So not that far, like quite close. It's quite close to it, like less than a month reveal for that one, which isn't the greatest. And then on Saturday, 7th of May, at Top Cut, the next level games in Goodlettsville. So less than a month away for those ones. And then Oceania has also less than a month away, TAC Games in Melbourne, Australia. And then for Europe, which technically this isn't Europe because I think Bandai missed out on the memo that the UK is not part of Europe anymore thanks to Brexit. And Europe's one is in the UK, so Europe's one is not in Europe, it's in the UK instead. And this is in June, so we got a lot more. The UK got a lot more time. Well, Europe technically got a lot more time knowing when the next events. But we got to wait until June for ours, which are Friday and Sunday at the NCE Birmingham's at UK Games Expo. So once again, back at the UK Games Expo for a regional, which the last two ones weren't too bad. I think the first one we had there was pretty badly organised, like no one knew where to go or like who was there, or even the staff didn't know what was going on either. But we got another one, but annoyingly, our regionals are Friday and Sunday, so we've got a Friday and then a gap on Saturday and then Sunday again for a regional, which is weird instead of doing it Friday and Saturday. I think it also is a bank holiday weekend for that, from Thursday to Friday, thanks to the Queen's Jubilee and everything as well. I can't remember what it was. I remember I looked it up to check, but I can't remember what the bank holidays for this are. But that's gonna be a nice one. It's gonna follow the same. It's gonna follow the same format as the webcam regionals, except instead of best of one, it's best of three. But there's no top cut, so yeah, so there's not much difference. I think people were surprised by that. There's no top cut, but then is not much difference. The other regionals, like outside the US, I think, or at least I know definitely for Europe, there is no qualifying for finals. It's going to be open finals by the looks of it, and there's no top cut. There's no really worry about that. But it's nice to get regionals. But I think the reason why there is a it's got a Saturday gap because Digimon is going on the Saturday instead. So it's quite odd they got Dragon Ball, then Digimon, then Dragon Ball, when they couldn't put the two Dragon Ball things together. Even if it was Sunday and Saturday and then the Digimon together, it's quite weird that they done that. Because it means that people are staying for a whole weekend and having one day where they're not there for Dragon Ball, but they can still make a day out of it. Or driving up and back down for 2 days on the same weekend. But still, we're getting it offline regionals. So this will be, once again, because I enjoyed Fest playing in person, outside of Cardiff anyway, if you've seen my video on that. And yeah, it'd be good to play again and try out play some more competitive stuff. So that is it for the information today. So this week and next week we're going to get more reveals from set 17, but we don't know what colour because Bandai didn't give that information out that they did previously with other sets. So it's going to be just hoping tomorrow, wait until 2 o'clock, and 2 o'clock UK time, and find out what we're going to get revealed, because we still got the other 3 colours. So thank you for watching. If you have watched this far and watched the end, feel free to comment down below if there's anything I missed, any questions you have, or anything you want to see. I'll try and get that done. And also feel free to subscribe. It keeps you updated with my videos as and when they drop, and especially if you hit the notification bell, you get alerts when they do drop, and it also helps me get to my goal of 1,000 subs, which I'm currently 1/3 of the way there. So once again, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.